That?
That
Oh,
should be recording this. It's good stuff, right?
yeah.
Um, if we go to the target is to sell a couple homes a month. In order to sell a couple homes a month, you need to be working with a handful of people because to work with a handful of people, it's a pipeline, right?
Hmm.
It's a funnel. So it starts out here where the calls come in or the calls get put out. And out of the calls, you then have, a handful of people who have good conversations. And out of those good conversations, you have a handful of people who are more qualified or more ready, willing, and able. Some of them aren't ready, they're able and willing, but they're not ready. Some of them are not ready, but they're, eh, you know, ready, willing, and able. And then some of those will actually convert from the conversation to the appointment of, hey, let's do a listing consultation. And then when you have, a consultation 3 times a week, you can sign one a week. If you could sign one a week and you have a pipeline of 4 or 5 or 6 people signed, now you have a true business that you can say, okay, it's not only about making the calls from 9 to 12. That's just the lead gen point, the lead gen portion of the business. Then I have to go out and sell houses, right? I mean, we're only doing the lead gen to fill the pipeline.
Yeah.
So the reason why I say about the affirmations and when I don't know if you heard my conversation. Well, I know you heard the conversation, but I don't know what you got out of or what you heard from the conversation I just had with that woman. It was straightforward. It was like I'm just being a normal human being. I'm not selling or anything.
Yeah.
In fact, I kind of like I did a couple slight, very subtle takeaway closes, right? Like I'm hitting all the buttons I need to hit,
Hmm.
but I'm not doing it. Um, and again, not to knock you, when I hear you sometimes, you're you're asking the questions because that's
Yeah.
you need to ask the questions.
But it's more I'm checking off boxes instead of going through the conversation. Yeah. I definitely understand what you're talking
And
about.
dare I say rudimentary in like you're just
Hmm.
doing what you gotta, right? So what I want you to do is go from checking off those boxes, being an order taker. This is if I'll send you one of the Andy Elliott things. I get so annoyed when I watch them, and I actually rank on them. I text them, I'm like, I comment and say stuff like, dude, you're proud of yourself because you're beating up on stupid card. They're horrible salespeople. They're historically the worst of the worst. They're not even good salespeople, and you're so you like you get like,
Yeah.
but it's true. He's right. They're so low level because the very few, like they don't even ask the question. Like, hey, welcome, Autoland. This is Joe. So, to even to announce their name. This is Joe. How can I help you? Hey, Joe. I'm looking at this used car online. It's the 22 Ford Explorer. Okay, great. Well, what can I tell you about that? Blah blah blah. No. How many miles does it have? Oh, it's got 9,000. Uh, a next level salesperson. When would you like to come in to take it for a test drive? No, no, no. That's all garbage. Hey, Joe. This is Eric. I'm looking at the car online. Hey, my name's Joe. What's your name? What's your name? Ameni. Hey, Ameni. How you doing, bud? Hey, good, cool. Hey, what can I do for you today? Yeah, my voice changes. What can I do for you today? Oh, I'm looking at this car online. It's a 22 Ford Explorer. Oh, that's a really nice car, man. Clean, clean, clean. I got a lot of calls on that one. Let me ask you a question. Is that like the car you've been looking at for a while? Or is that just something what caught your eye about that one? Oh, well, the miles, it looks like, what are the miles? You know what? Let me check the miles. I think, yeah, it's 22,000 miles. Okay, great. And oh, look, like it's different, right? I'm asking your
Yeah.
name. I'm calling you by your name. Ameti, that car is hot, man. Everyone's looking for that car. Look, I don't want to put pressure on you. This may not be the one. Like, here's the takeaway close. That's a takeaway close.
Hmm.
And this one may, if it's not this one, that's totally cool, right? Like, I get it. Where you at? Where do you live? Boom. Where do you live? Well, we're in Canton, Ohio. Oh, we're in Dayton, so you're about an hour away. So listen, man, if this is the one, that's great. I'd love to earn your business. If it's not, I'd love to find the car for you. Like, all of a sudden the guy called on a car, like I would tear it up in the car business, right? Like, and now he's like, wow, this guy's not an asshole. This guy's not an order taker. He's connecting with me and he's looking to help me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've met some car. I used to be in the car business for like 20 minutes. Um, so my point is, how do we relate this to real estate? Same fucking thing, bro. It's the same thing, right? You're calling people who are looking for a house. So when I say do those affirmations 5, 10, 15 minutes before we get on the phones, meditate on it. I'm about to go out and make these phone calls for 2 or 3 or whatever freaking hours.
Yeah.
What's my goal? Ultimate goal target, the bullseye is 2 deals a month, maybe 1 deal a month, whatever your deal is, right? In order to do that, I need 6 people in my pipeline, 6 people signed. 6 people, you'll have more things to, like from 12 to 2, you'll be like sending properties and receiving calls from those 6 people. You won't have time to even return the call from the missed call that called you this morning. You called this in the morning and you get the call at 2 o'clock. Hey, somebody call my, you ever get those calls?
Yeah. Yeah.
You won't even time to answer those because you'll be servicing your 6 people and you'll be taking them out. You'll be like, oh shit, how am I going to get to school? Because I'm taking a person out every night. Like that's what you want. You need to take this. So in order to do that, I'll end it on this because it is already 9:12. Is that you have to connect with like, and because you got to connect with what your mission is. Your mission is to help people. It's not to sell a house. Forget selling a
Yeah.
house. It's to help people. Like think about that for a second. Like, what does it mean to Eric Melnikoff to buy a house? My children to have a backyard. My children to have their own room. Yeah, do they have their own room now? Yeah, but I'm moving next week up to another apartment, and they don't have their backyard. They don't have their swing set. They don't have the pool that we had at our Verona house, right? Like, it's memories, it's roots, it's family. It's like maybe not for you as the kid who lives in the house, and maybe it is. My kids always talk about it, So think about that for a minute, man. We do something that's pretty damn
Yeah.
intense as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
I think part of my struggle is it's kind of hard to convey that over the phone, but there's ways to get better. And I think it's time I did some more reading on it.
Well, when you say convey it over the phone, what do you mean by that?
I feel like it's harder, maybe convey is not the right word. It's harder for me to lock into that type of mindset over the phone. I feel like I can, like when I'm at an open house, it's easier to ask those types of questions because they're kind of in my face. But when it's over the phone, sometimes I feel like I just need to go over the
It's not
bullet.
even a questions thing. You're going to ask the questions. You're going to leave some out. I leave some out. I ask them. I don't. It's I don't even want to say personality thing. It's a mindset thing, which
Hmm.
causes you to exude an aura
Yeah.
and a vibe of that causes them to want to be with you. And you're not going to get, you do that with 50 people a week. 40 of them are like, yeah, no, they're not ready. They're not ready, willing, and able. For whatever, it's not because of you. They're just not ready, willing, and able. But the other 10, not 8 out of 10 will want to work with that person who just has this aura, makes them feel warm and fuzzy inside. It's what sales is, right? Whether
Hmm.
like it's the car, the shoe, the house, the whatever. The person who like rises way above everybody else is the person who makes people feel a certain way. And again, the suggestion of
I gotta write that down. Like you've told me that before, but that's a very good way to put it, and that's a way I really understand. Like that way, the way you said it really resonates
the
the
the,
way I
the,
think about
the,
stuff.
su- the suggestion of affirmations and dare I say meditation in that process of affirmation is because the meditation is like listening to the you're you you just take a minute to be like, okay, I know I gotta sell, it's the low level stuff. Like I gotta sell a house, gotta sell a house, gotta sell a house. So you're out there looking to talk to people. You're dialing, because Eric's telling you to dial. 2 hours, 3 hours in the morning. That's the time you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Yeah, and you're doing it. And you're doing $2,500 in the last 10 weeks, right, or whatever, 8 weeks that we've been doing this contest. And then you're asking the questions when you get people on the phone. It's all again, transactional. It's all
Yeah.
transactional experience. It's rudimentary, it's transactional, it's checking the boxes, as you say. Whereas if you take a minute to slow down and say, yes, I want to sell a house, but forget selling a house. The day I got successful in cemetery sales was the day I stopped worrying about having to make a sale. And my manager said, do you believe you're helping people? Do you actually believe that by helping people plan in advance, years, decades before they ever need it, that you're helping them? And I did. He goes, then just go out and help somebody. The next weekend, that Sunday, I met Mr. and Mr. Ippolito. I've told you the story about Ippolito.
Yeah.
I think I have. And I closed and it stuck, So understand what we're doing is you're helping people lay roots, create memories, create a foundation of their life, build wealth. People who own a house are 10 times, more wealthy than the people who rent.
Mhm.
So that's what you're doing. So if you take 5 minutes every morning before you make the calls, you'd be like, wow, shut your eyes and be like, connect with that. And then do a couple affirmations. Today, I will help somebody. Today, I will help somebody. I'm powerful. I'm committed. I'm passionate about helping people. You just tell Eric is passionate about helping people today. And then you've connected with that, and then you did a couple affirmations and then go make the calls. You're still going to have the sheet to read off of,
Mhm.
but your energy will be different. That's all I'm going to say.
I have some questions for Billy.